For the iPhone has come for one purpose and one purpose only, to change us all into creatures of light and love and strength, so that we may live the way we always dreamed. Before the fear, before the terrible dark fear that grips our hearts and cloaks our eyes like the scales of the grotesque white serpent's belly. The iPhone is here, friends, to smite that fear, and to let us live with the fire and the might and the joy of the children we once were, and the men that we can all be again. Thank you. I'm Ron Artest. And now back to the Sanford Infected spectacular edition of Infected.
Infected.
Hey, welcome back to Infected. My next friend was once my supplicant at Tech TV, but has now gone on to become an internet billionaire, having started such businesses as Dig.com, Revision3.com, and now Pounce. Here's Kevin Rose. What's up, Kevin?
Hey, how's it going, Marty?
You must think you're some pretty hot shit, huh, pal?
Well, we've worked together for a long time, and
we have.
some of us still do internet shows, although I do Dignation, so...
Yeah, a lot of people watch Dignation.
How you doing, buddy? It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure, man.
I'm actually a big fan of Gators.
Yeah?
Believe it or not,
Big fan of Gators, but not of mine.
Well,
That's because I know how to treat people.
Thanks for slumming it, coming on the little...
No,
Infected
I'm
broadcast.
not saying that.
Thanks for lowering yourself, Kevin. Can I get you a beer?
I do
a nice
watch...
piece of crispy fruit?
Hey, man,
You
this
got me
guy's
the
our
beer.
guest, buddy, man.
Thank you.
You're flying a little close to the sun, Kevin Rose. You're going to burn your wings off. Remember what happened to me. Remember how I used to fly. Look at these singed wings now.
Dude, you were huge.
I was huge. That can happen to you too, man. Don't let it go to your head, Al. Don't let it go to your head. No, but seriously.
I was huge in 82.
Things are going pretty well for you, huh?
I'm keeping busy,
Yeah.
between all the different
What's
projects.
this new one you got going on now, this Pounce?
So,
It
Pounce...
sounds like a snack for cats.
It is actually a snack for cats, and I have a cat.
What's your cat's name?
I can't really talk about that.
Seriously, what's your cat's
It's
name?
Puss Kittle.
What's his name?
Puss Kittle?
No, I just call it Kittle, though, but
Kittle.
my lady
Kittle?
friend calls her Puss Kittle.
Which lady friend?
I can't really speak of her name.
See, this is the other thing.
Yes.
Like, since you've sort of become this internet celebrity and on the cover of what all these tech magazines, Business 2.0, Business Week,
Yeah.
the $60 million kid or whatever, has it gotten a lot easier to get the poussey? Seriously.
Honestly, when the Business Week thing came out, I got a lot of emails from girls that were seriously like, do you want to meet up? I live in San Francisco. And they're all like gold diggers. I don't have $60 million. I didn't sell
70?
the company. No, I didn't sell any company, so I'm not even...
Why don't you sell the company? You're crazy.
What? I'm confused.
Okay, listen.
Right.
If Yahoo or somebody came to you like they did that Zuckerberg kid with Facebook and offered you $1 billion for Dig, you'd take it, right? Dude, shut the fuck up. You tell me you wouldn't take it for $1 billion. You're so stupid.
All right.
You're so stupid.
No.
You might be sitting on the next Friendster. It's here today, gone tomorrow.
If somebody comes and says, "Here's $1 billion," I think that
I'll kill you if you don't take
I'd
it.
probably put on the Yahoo shirt.
Oh, dude. Yeah, you get Yahoo tattooed on your upper ass.
Lower back.
Yeah,
chick tattoos.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Upper ass, lower back. You know what I'm talking about.
I own the URL, valkilmer.com.
You've been squatting that?
Yeah. Somebody offered me about $80 for it the other day.
So it's gotten easier to meet up with the women? Seems like it. But the other thing is, you always read about, I'm not doing Google searches for Kevin Rose all day long, but I find stuff out there about you, Kevin, here's a picture of him and this girl, and he's supposedly banging this chick over here. Does that get a little old? Are you kind of sick about it? So you don't mind that? You don't mind that everyone's sort of doing the gossip valley-wag kind of thing, talking about you?
Marty comes across that way doing Google searches for himself.
I do.
Don't act like you don't get a little action yourself. Come on. Yeah, exactly. You're like, I'm not gonna.
Not as much as the $60 billion kid, I think.
There's been honestly, you don't want to date girls that are just like, I just want to. Well, maybe you do for a little
maybe
while.
you want to date them,
right?
Bang.
Well, I've been through a few dates over the last couple of years.
Through a few dates. I like the way you put that, buddy.
Yeah.
I've been through a few.
Okay, come on now. You've been through a few dates yourself, right?
Man, I went through a few last night, boy. I met this girl down at the bowl. Go ahead, man. Y'all.
So, just so people might get a little bit insight into how the mind of the $60 billion mind of internet genius works. Talk us through a little bit of of the process of coming up with one of these business models? I mean, you're just sitting around drinking and it comes to your head, or you're on the internet and say, why can't I do this thing? I want to come up with fill this need. How does it work?
So with Pounce, which is the newest kind of thing that we launched, I was sitting next to a friend of mine, Daniel Burka, who is the designer for Dig, and we were trying to trade a file back and forth between like our computers. And we're sitting right next to each other, and it's seriously taking like 45 minutes. We're trying to open up ports and firewalls. We're trying to do it over IAM.
Yeah,
and it's like
there's
just
a bunch
pain
of
in the ass.
shitty ways to do it, but
so it was like, okay, how can we do this and make it easy for friends to like blast anything, whether it's a piece of media or whether it's a link or whatever it may be, to a group of friends without having to worry about something bouncing or opening up a port.
And there's no other software that does this right now?
I mean, it's not to the ease of kind of the way Pounce just makes it so easy for you to do. I mean, we made sure...
This is POWNCE.
Right, so POWNC.com.
Okay.
And it's really one to build a little desktop application, so it's kind of like instant messaging in that way, but there's no conversation. You're just like, okay, here's a file, 30 of my friends, boom, it all shows up on their desktop at once. Or I'm going to go out to the bar tonight, 10 p.m., and all pops up on their screen at once, and they get that event.
Right.
So it's just a way to share stuff, and like we saw that, and we started talking about it with Daniel, and then with Leah, and we all kind of had the same idea.
Another programmer.
Yeah. And so we just went from there.
So I'm thinking that sounds pretty good. I'm saying that's worth probably about $50 billion.
The numbers are thrown out are just insane.
Are people like coming? You talk about the girls coming after you. I bet there's more like VCs now coming after you. Kevin, please let us invest in Pounce. Well, you got such a track record. Is that happening to you?
Yeah, definitely. Well, the thing about VCs...
I seen you on the Super Bowl commercial.
I was.
Dude, that was cool. You're on a Super Bowl commercial.
Commercials are weird.
Commercial kind of sucks. I know. GoDaddy's awesome.
I didn't mean to interrupt. That just popped into my head, and I can't really stop myself from saying shit like that. Y'all go ahead now.
You saw. You've been in commercials, so you've done acting work.
I've done a little. Yeah.
So you know what it's like to get like the kind of. It's weird when like a check will come in for being on a commercial or something.
Yeah, it sure is. It's very weird for me.
No. It's
very
just
odd.
a strange
That'd be really weird for me.
Very seldomly occurs, actually.
No, it's not like it's a lot of money. Like it's seriously like $200 that you get in when they come in. But it's just like you don't after you
Kevin Rose, you
film
wipes his
it.
ass with a $200
No,
check.
don't even. Dude, you live in a nicer place than I do. Gator, how nice is this place? I mean,
Man, I don't
it's
know.
Marty's new spot. Does
I was a
everyone
big
know that
TV
you've
star. I
moved?
was a big TV
Do they know that you've moved?
I'm just up here for the summer. It
Marty
gets hot
don't-
down in Santa Monica.
He don't actually let me
In the
sleep in here.
summertime,
I've been sleeping out in my truck out front. Hey, I got an idea for a site for you. How about a site where people can go online and they can buy like a plane ticket?
Like orbits.com kind of thing.
What are you saying? They got something like that already? What about like if people could have like dates and they get dates or if they...
There's Craigslist for that. Dude, we got to get Gator on Craigslist.
We do.
Seriously, how badass would that be?
We'll track that. Gator on Craig.
How about one where you could sell like an old truck or a car or something like that? Some kind of site like that, man.
Like the Electronic Bay.
Yeah.
So, is that what that stands for? Electronic Bay.
eBay says Electronic Bay.
This feels so stupid. Hey, this hacker. You use all the vernacular.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, so that's great. We got a little bit of insight in how the $60 billion mind works. Now, everyone at home, you can go start your own $60 billion companies.
I can't get
Here,
my...
I just need a way to trade something with my friends. $60 billion. Dipshit.
Dude, it's
That
not
sucks.
worth that. You know that.
It's worth a lot of money. But this is going to be worth a lot of money, too, in entertainment value for you, the viewer. It's a little game that we're going to play with you.
Uh-oh.
Now, Kevin Rose, you, of course, are the master of all things Web 2.0. So I want to test your knowledge of the new world of the Internet with a little game called Web 2.0 Company or African King.
Nice.
Here's how the game works. As you know, most Web 2.0 companies have these ridiculous sounding names
Right.
like Yunu, Wufu, Makiti. So I'm going to give you 6 names. You have to tell me if each name is a Web 2.0 company or that of an African king. Understand the rules?
I don't track that many other companies, so I might not know. But
Okay.
let's go for it.
All
Let's go
right,
for it.
okay. Can I get a little African tribal music, please? That's it. Thank you very much. All right, you ready for your first name?
I am.
Let's play.
It is Yibu. Yibu. Is Yibu a Web 2.0 company or an African king? Yibu.
I'm going to go with Web 2.0 company.
That is correct. It's a Web 2.0 company. Yibu creates small lifestyle and learning applications for those in-between moments you spend with your mobile devices. Yibu.
I got a lot of those in-between moments.
All right, here's your second one, all right?
It's been an in-between moment.
The paint of life, that's what they do. Next up is Ogunoye. Ogunoye. Is that a Web 2.0 company or an African king?
I'm going to say African king.
That's correct. It
Yes.
is, in fact, an African king, and that is Ogunoyo right there. He is a tribal king in Nigeria.
You should you should go and buy these domains.
This kid's sharp,
Find
man.
all the king names. Go buy the
They're
domains.
already taken by Web
Are they?
2.0 companies, I think. All right, next up is Orizu. Orizu. Web 2.0 company or African king? Orizu.
I'm going to say, what are you thinking?
I'd say that's a. I'm gonna say that's a Web 2.0
I'm going to say that
company.
too. I'm going to go with Gator.
But
No, I'm sorry. Orizu is, in fact, an African king. There he is right there.
See, now you're
It is
2 for
another
2.
tribal king from Nigeria.
You're 2
Okay, you got
Gator
2 out
threw me
of
off.
3.
I don't-
How do you know this is Web 2.0?
Let's keep going because Kevin's got reservations at some $1 million restaurant in town.
I thought
we
I
gotta
knew all
hurry
the
up
African
here.
kings is
He's
what it
running
was.
out the whole movie theater for him
I
and
ain't
whatever
heard of
girl
him.
is banging. I'd see Transformers. Next up is Kumana. Kumana. Is Kumana a Web 2.0 company or an African king? Kumana.
Kumana. It sounds very African king-like, but I'm going to go Web 2.0.
That is correct. Kumana is a Web 2.0 company. It's a company that creates tools for bloggers.
I'm over
Tools
2.
for bloggers.
Kumana.
Number 5. Let's keep going here. Oyogi. Oyogi. Web 2.0
Oyogi.
company or African king? Oyogi.
Sounds very Japanese.
Oyogi.
So I'm probably going to go with Web 2.0 company.
It is a Web 2.0 company. Oyogi strives to empower people to seek and find other human beings who may have the expertise and knowledge to answer their questions or with whom they wish to collaborate. And
This son of a
finally,
bitch
you're
is
doing
good,
really
like
well.
Google.
He's perfect with
You're
that.
doing
man.
really well.
Right.
The final one is Dejolani. Dejolani.
That's
Web
it.
2.0
That's-
company or African king?
That's African king, but I'm 0 for 2, so you don't want to listen to me.
He's right on with the African kings. I'm going to go with Gator, African king.
That is correct. Dejolani is an African king. He is an African tribal king in Benin. Kevin, that's fantastic. You got 5 out of 6.
Thank you.
I guess you deserve to be a $60
Do I get
billion
a prize
kid.
or something?
You get one
You
of that.
are going to get your own pair of immortality rings from Alex Chu.
Awesome.
Alex Chu, who we saw earlier. So now you can not only be filthy rich, but you can enjoy it for the rest of your life. You dirty fucking piece of shit. I hate you.
You should give him one of those African kings women.
I'll give you an African king. All right, thanks a lot, Kevin.
Thanks
Great
for
to have
having
you here. Everyone check
Hey,
out
buddy.
Pounce. You're watching
Thank you,
Revision
Gary.
3, and of course you want to check out dig.com. Kevin Rose taught him everything he knows. He used to be my protege. Now I basically suck. All right, coming up, we're going to talk